Some constituents of Kogi Central Senatorial District have initiated a recall process against Senator Natasha Akpabio, citing a vote of no confidence in her representation. The recall process, witnessed in OK High local government area on Wednesday, saw a large number of electorates on the queue to register their support for the recall process. One of the electorates, Nura Ibrahim, said the exercise is being carried out beyond party lines because of the growing dissatisfaction among constituents with Akpabio's performance, particularly in addressing key issues like poverty, infrastructure, and education. The recall process is expected to take 2 days across all polling units in the 5 local governments of Kogi Central. During this time, constituents will be required to sign a petition calling for the senator's recall. However, our reporters gathered that constituents were reportedly tricked into appending their signature after a town crier went around OK High on Tuesday, inviting people for empowerment, but on getting there, they were asked to submit their voter card number in exchange for money. But a video has surfaced elsewhere showing hired operatives forging signatures allegedly submitted to INEC in an attempt to recall Senator Natasha, following her espousal harassment allegations against Senator Akpabio. Our reporter also contacted the State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Gabriel Longpet, who denied any knowledge of a recall. This is the lady who submitted Natasha's recall petition to INEC. This woman that say about 250,000 voters have signed the recall letter of Natasha have forgotten those that vote in the election that brought in Natasha were not up to 110,000. Azin N. Charles for Africa Insight.
Confidence in her because of her gross misconduct in the Senate that led us to a 6-month suspension where Kogi Central will not be represented at the National Assembly, the Senate arm. So we have come to recall her back so that we can have a representative in the Senate, because as a people, we cannot afford not to have a representative in the Senate arm for another 1 year. So we are here to tell INEC to please follow the constitutional process for our recall so that our recall process can begin. That's why we're here.
Okay. So have you submitted or?
We submitted our petition. It's been received. All other documents have been received. This is the acknowledgement copy of the petition.
Is it the entire constituency or just a group of people? Mm-hmm. Under which platform are you representing?
Mm. Okay, it is a concerned Kogi youth and women. Okay. Yes.
And who is bankrolling this?
Talking about bankroll is a personal business. It's a personal thing. We are members of our constituents, and we are saying we don't want her anymore because you cannot afford not to have a representative. So nobody is bankrolling. Well, we are the one that voted her, and we are saying we don't want her anymore. So we're not. Nobody is bankrolling. Nobody is having any personal issue with her. It is just what it is. The game is the game.
Okay. When you say you come to submit petition,
yes,
is it a process that maybe you have collected the signature already, or you're about to do that? What are the things you have done already?
Okay, thank you very much. We all know the INEC rules. You cannot submit a petition without having to go and get signatures of registered voters, and that's why we're now saying, as a people, we are recalling her back from the Senate because we have gotten what it takes to recall her back from the Senate.
Like how many number of registered voters?
We have 488,000 registered voters from Kogi Central, and as I speak to you right now, we have more than 250,000 voters that have signed for her recall.
Okay. So what was the response from INEC after the moment?
Like you know, INEC is an institutional body, and its constitution is binding them, and as such, they will have to follow due process. So they will get back to us and they will do their job.
Your name, ma'am?
My name is Somali Charity JC.